Somebody hold. Sorry. Tell this man he's up. Can't get right. Yeah. I'll text him.
Oh boy. Terrible. Typical can't get right, Rob. Typical can't get right. Don't know what time we supposed to be on, but we know every night, every time we do this, it's 8:30. 8:30. 8:30. I don't change the time. I mean, I don't change no time for nobody. I don't change no time for nobody. What is wrong with people? We have a show to conduct. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. Yeah. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another installment of the report. Rob, Lone Wolf, how art thou?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are tonight's entertainment.
And let's go ahead and add the last member. There you go.
What up? God. Good.
We're not going to get on you this time. At least you're on just about when we're about to start. But good evening, can't get right. How are you, sir?
I'm all right, man. Over here about to head to the plantation. You already know how it go.
Oh, God. We're going to say plantation in public. Oh.
You already know.
Mm-hmm. All right. While I'm here putting getting myself together, but let's go ahead and kick off the show. So, gentlemen, we had one of the most biggest spectacles in sports. We like to call the Masters. We had the Masters over the weekend. Mr. McElroy been trying to get this green jacket for a decade now. He has been trying to complete the Grand Slam for a decade now. He's been trying to get this green jacket for 10 times. 10 times. Since he was an 18-year-old child. Yet again. Yes, 2 days ago, you could have swore the man was going to blow it and give it to Shambo or Rose. But before I turn it over to y'all, one shot that probably had him winning the green jacket. I don't know if y'all were watching it, but that shot that man hit on 15, that shot on 15, where he curved the ball and almost got to 6 feet to the hole, I think that is a key moment. Just like how Tiger had the birdie putt to win the Masters. Rory on 15. Go back and look at it. Rory on the 15 hole. If he didn't came out of that, I don't think we be talking about him having a green jacket. We probably be talking about Justin Rose. But all in all, he is now in elite category, elite company, with only 5 other people that have done it. The most recent one, of course, is the great Tiger Woods. Rory is definitely one of the greats. In my book, took him long enough though. So my question to y'all is this. Is Rory in the GOAT conversation?
Absolutely. Even with, I hate to say this, even without the jacket, he was still in the GOAT conversation, because if you look at it from the time of Tiger and Phil Mickelson, they were waiting for somebody to take over. And for a good amount of years, Roy McIlroy was the guy. When you think of golf, with this new generation, he led the tribe of the new generation.
You wouldn't put me, not to cut you off, You won't put Scheffler in that conversation?
He wasn't as consistent as Roy has been. Roy has been a lot.
But
He's he's been more consistent, and he's had more top 5 wins than him for a good while. And literally, when we look at Roy, like you just said, he's done it all. He's seen it all. There's only one thing that he was missing out of that. And yes, and for most players, the Masters is what it is. It's what it's called. You have to be a master at this craft in order to win the Masters. Yeah, there's some
it's like
luck in,
this. It's like their Super Bowl.
yeah, but it's some luck involved into it because you got to have some other players fade out, but also while they're fading out, you still have to shine in the brightest moments. And when you've been on this golf course for 10 plus years and you still can't get over the hump, it's a you problem. It's not the golf problem anymore. Now it becomes a you. It's just a psyche. And Roy just said he just had enough of the psyche. And granted, it took overtime to do it, but it came when he needed to come. So I give that respect to Roy McIlroy. He's been in this business for a while now. Like you said, he's been doing this since he was 18. And like I said, it's hard. It's hard to fill the shoes of Phil and Tiger for what they have done within that span. So for Roy to come in and come, mind you, he came out the gate strong. They were comparing him to Tiger at one point. So
Mm-hmm.
to have that comparison, and I wouldn't even say he hasn't surpassed Tiger. That's not going to happen. But to be in the same room as him and to have the same jacket as him and done the same things that he has done, that's incredible in itself, and that's worthy of being part of the GOAT conversation when it comes to golf, because golf is literally, it's just you versus the course. That's all it is. It's you. And if you can't get over that part, then you're just not a part of it. But Roy is part of it. He's got one of the great minds. He made, and mind you, now golf is now actually more physical because you got to come in and withstand not only the pressure mentally, but also the pressure physically.
Basically, yeah.
Keep driving at 300, 400 yards down the course.
And then
So
you gotta walk that too.
yeah, and you got to walk that, and you play. And again, it's just like any other places. You play in different weather conditions. Sometimes it could be very windy. Sometimes it could be very hot. Sometimes it could be rainy. Sometimes it can be just cold. So you got to come in these environments, and you still mentally and physically got to be able to go out there and win. And for Roy, for this last decade or so, he's been one of the ones. So yeah, Roy for me, yeah, he's part of the GOAT conversation.
No, no. Now here's my thing though. Before I turn it over to Lone Wolf, 'cause I know he got his thing to say. Now, Rory, to me, I can't put him over Tiger.
No, we didn't say that. He said
No,
he
no, no,
said
no,
your
no,
own.
no. Here where I'm going with this. The thing that I kind of I like about Rory is the fact that he persevered. Because there's a lot of time that Rory came number 2 in a lot of these majors and came short. Even the most recent one, y'all remember at the US Open. Y'all remember that? Him going against the same guy that he paired up with 2 days ago, Bryson DeChambeau. And what happened at that US Open? Rory took in the back 9 again. And yes, 2 days ago, the man had what, about 4 double bogeys and still won this tournament. This is the only player to ever have that many bogeys and still managed to win it. Everybody thought that this man was going to choke again, and he managed to fight back. I won't put him over Tiger, but would I put him in the same room with Mr. Nicholson and Tiger and Jack? Damn right I would. No wolf on you.
I agree with that part. I put him at top. I put him at least top 10 in the GOAT conversation. Um, when you join,
Yeah. Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah,
top
yeah,
10.
yeah. Yeah,
I can't put him
you're
at
right. You're
top.
right.
I can't put him at
We
top
can't.
five.
We can't sleep. We cannot sleep on the old heads, bro. Like Gary
No,
Player and them boys. We can't
Ben
sleep on them.
Hogan, Ben Hogan,
Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh
and Dream
no, oh no.
Stars in. Those you can't sleep on those at the same time.
Mm-mm.
And Rory McIlroy in his career only had one losing season, the worst season, and that was in 2017.
Exactly. See,
That was his worst season all, and as a result, he had to change his caddy. I remember Nike had to get rid of all the golf equipment and release everybody from the contract and went with a new company. So he changed caddies and everything like that. So he was back up on there, but he couldn't get over that hump because every time he was close, either Schaefer's or Shambo was waiting for him at the door,
hmm
and that's something Rory had to overcome. Remember, Tiger Woods is long gone. Tiger Woods, Phil Nixon of the world, they're long gone. This is on you now, Rory. You became the face of golf, and now you are now becoming part of the same path that Tiger Woods was the face of golf. Phil Mickelson was the face of golf. Jack Nicholson was the face of golf. You are now. You remember these guys like Shambo, Schaefer. They come in to take your spot. Your objective is to hold on to it. And now with you at 36, he'll be 36 in May. With you at that age, you still got some life left in you.
he's got a long left in him.
You got a long way. And golf is one of the few sports that have longevity in there. But you also got to stay in shape too, as well. And the thing about it, Schaefer and Shambo are young. They're under 30. So they're gonna have some spring chickens in them.
Oh yeah.
Um, will he? Like this. Now you want to put him in top five? Win all the tournaments this year.
Yeah, I think Roy's got a while to go to be in the top five category because I think he still has some room to improve for that. But he's definitely top 10. That's what I said. He's not. He won't be ahead of Phil or Tiger right now. But when you're talking about this next wave of group players after Tiger, you cannot mention this without Roy McIlroy. It's humanly impossible. You cannot. It's almost like you can't tell the story of golf without him. So I can't do that.
Nah, and
Not
another
10,
thing,
not top five.
no, another thing with Roy McIlroy is this. This is a problem with Tiger Woods. What was his problem?
The women.
No,
The women.
I'm talking about his game wives. I ain't talking about the women wives.
I was about to
I can
say,
care less
you
about
asked
that
the
part.
question. I gave you the
That's the, hey, that's a good answer.
Now, if you're
But
talking about game wise, it was more of putting wise. Putting has
yeah,
been his biggest problem. And
that was
Tiger
his
was
short game.
because the thing was Tiger was so strong he didn't have really a finesse game.
He had a short game,
Yeah, he didn't
and
have a
I
short game.
think that winless time when Roy McIlroy was in that winless time, his short game got off,
Yeah,
and now
like Tiger's game was the long game and mid range. But when it
mid
came
range,
down to
yeah,
putting, if you got him
he,
like 10 feet or further, yeah, you're screwed. But if
knew.
you got
But
him 10 feet and closer, you don't miss.
but with Rory is different, where
Yeah, he's the backup.
he improved his short game.
Yeah,
That's the difference.
because that's what kept getting him cut.
Yeah, it was his short game, man. Everybody in golf will tell you this: the short game plays a key role in everything.
Oh
You
yeah,
can hit, look here, you can hit drive, you can hit a long drive, 200 yards, 300 yards, all you want. But if you can't fix your short game,
you
then
won't be
you're
in the
not going
final.
to survive.
You're not gonna be in the final.
No,
Yeah, because that's what I said. That's what makes him different. Because if you look at it, ever since 2017, he has not lost really that much in the top. He's always been either in the top 25 or higher when it all came down. At that time you normally see him on the last day of the turn of these tournaments after 2017. So that and whatever, like you said, the changing of the caddy, changing of the clubs, and then changing of his mental of getting himself in, changed his whole trajectory of what he was. Because to be honest, had he had not done all that, we won't be talking about Rory McIlroy and these titles that he's won ever since then.
Nah. But in any event, I don't know where the chef is at. So I guess we can move on. We're waiting on him. Well,
Oh,
we
can
can
we
move.
move on to the WNBA because, buddy?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
we just got a draft. We got a draft going on right now, and a big pick just happened. Oh,
yeah. I'm right behind you. The WNBA is going on right now, and we already know that one lady was already getting ready to go,
yep. Pages in
and
Dallas.
that's Paige in Dallas. Another thing is that some of these teams have a stew of picks in the first round. You know who you are.
Mm-hmm. And you guys already made moves.
So my question to you is, how's the outlook on the draft going on?
It was going everywhere. It was going the way it was going until Chicago decided to flip the whole script. Chicago decided to go out and pair Miss Angel Reese with a familiar person that she's known for at least a year. Now Chicago has Haley Van Lith. We're pairing old teammates with each other again. It's going to be hilarious.
Hey,
It's going to be.
What did I miss?
we're on
Oh,
WNBA.
we're talking about the WNBA draft.
Oh, no surprise being paid being number one.
No, but we do have a surprise at number 11. The Chicago Sky picked up Haley Van Lith.
Well, they got a point guard now.
Not only that, the point guard has a familiar person that she teamed up with.
Reese.
So she's going to be getting the ball a whole lot more often now.
Ooh, the chemistry gonna be nice, boy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes, Lord. But one thing I was trying to do what before I end up having technical difficulties was I was looking up for the majors. How many majors Rory got compared to Tiger? I know Tiger got like 18. I know
Like I said,
Rory's.
Roy only got one. That was just majors wise. I think he only has. I think it's 5.
Oh,
I think it's 5.
oh.
Yeah, he's got a.
And Tiger in double digits.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's what I said.
He
You can't
way
compare
out.
the two. It's that's what I'm saying. He's like that's it. It's like Tiger, and then it's a split, and then it's Roy.
Yeah.
That's it. Roy is the new one.
But I do have a question though about the woman NBA.
Go for it.
I don't know if y'all been watching what the Indiana Fever have been doing in the off season, but they might have probably got the necessary pieces that Caitlin Clark need to not only win in the playoffs, but they probably got enough firepower to win it all. You got the Warner. They kept Kelsey Mitchell, like I said from last year. I said they must keep that. Keep that. That is the longest tenure Fever you have. And not only that, ever since Caitlin Clark came in the league, that woman is averaging 20 points under Caitlin Clark. Do not let that woman go. And they added a few other pieces.
Mm-hmm. Natasha Howard from Dallas. They stole her from Dallas. Like you said, they added DeWanna Bonner. They kept Kelsey. They added. Oh, they made a trade for Sophie Cunningham. That was a big move for them.
Defensive pest.
And add more 3-pointers to give Caitlin more
Caitlin
help.
Clark some help.
Outside of Kelsey. I'm tending to lean towards agreeing with you right now, especially since they made all these trades earlier, so they probably have a little bit of camaraderie. I can't wait to see how it looks because yes, New York will always be New York. New York didn't really lose anybody, so
They were
They
smart. They were smart. I don't know why. I don't know why it took them so long to make sure Brianna Stewart stayed in New York. That should have not even have been a question. They should have did that after they won the ring.
I agree, but you have that. You have that. You still have New York being New York. The Aces will always be a problem, especially with Asia being there. And now you add Jewel Lloyd, which helps out. Which to me personally, as much as I love Kelsey Plum, I think Jewel is an upgrade to what they got.
Upgrade firepower.
I think it's a
Upgraded
upgrade.
firepower.
I
You
think
know,
it's a major upgrade.
Jewel Lloyd remind me of Kevin Durant in the NBA. She's literally a walking bucket. She could drop 30 in a
Plus,
sleep.
Plus, this also gives Chelsea Gray some rest, just in case if Jewel Lloyd wanted to play the point, she want to play off guard. So that gives
Yeah.
Chelsea more help on the guard position. That's why I say I don't think Vegas will be Vegas. New York will be New York. But Indiana this year, if
They coming.
everything clicks,
They coming.
the way they're going, and
They
keeping
coming.
Alicia Boston and Caitlin Clark the way they're going,
And we didn't even mention my VI girl.
yeah,
Jesus Christ.
yeah, I
Oh
think
yeah, ball. Oh
I
yeah.
think Indiana's got enough.
They
The
got it.
thing. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead, buddy.
The thing is with this situation is this. I'm looking at now. I don't think New York got no picks at all. I'm looking. They might get a pick in round 3 probably,
Might, but I don't think
but
they even need it.
but at the same time, New York is already set, so they can give away picks and give away donations.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm gonna talk about the Mystics real quick,
Go for it because they did. I give the Mystics credit. They picked up 3 good players in the first round.
and they did right because they basically fumbled the ball, Angel Reese, last year.
Mm-hmm.
Who they
And
got?
also they picked up
They picked up
Citron
Citron from Notre Dame.
Good pickup.
They picked
uh,
up Georgia Amore from Kentucky,
and picked up RFN
and they
from
picked up
USC.
Kiki.
Kiki from USC.
Yeah,
So
Oh.
so it's almost like you trying to lure. It's almost to me. It's almost personally to me that you almost try to lure Juju to come to you if depends on how the season plays out.
Yeah, you think they trying to tank for Juju?
not yet.
No, not yet. I think another year. I think another
Yeah, I
year.
was talking about the 2027 draft, but I don't think they'll do it then.
No, so I don't think they'll do it yet. But but with Memphis having three picks under the belt, I mean they stacked it up a little bit. They traded Samuelson to Lynx
Mm-hmm.
for a first round 2026. So that's another draft pick. So
I think they're gearing up for 2026
they,
because you got
they,
all the players that forego their draft stock this year to go back to school.
right, but
You got Laura Betts. You got Flauge decided to leave,
it's
decided to go back. You
it's
got
a mix.
Miles staying in school. You got a lot of girls that are staying in school waiting for
Right.
them.
But it's a mix. The way how they drafted is a little mix of trusting the process because it took them a long time to get the process right before Del Don came to town. So
Excuse me, gentlemen.
yes,
Check your inbox real quick and ask me, am I crazy about what I'm looking at? Like, am I crazy to say that is not doable?
No,
Am I
no,
dumb?
no, no. I don't see it.
no,
Mm-mm.
no, it's pretty good.
No, it's pretty good,
Huh?
especially since they're playing the Rock. One's playing the Rockies and one's playing the Cubs. No,
Huh?
no, and they're both at
Huh?
home. So
No,
no.
Huh?
Mm-mm.
and the
Okay.
pressure's on the Dodgers anyway. But let's continue.
Yeah,
Okay.
but no.
Yep. Like I said, you could throw a shot in the dart, but I went ahead and put some capital on it. I have a feeling, funny feeling. Anyways, yep. Um,
But go ahead.
Indiana interests me. I think they'll be better this year. Kaylin Clark, second year in the league. I think they're going to improve. It would not shock me none if they are in somebody conference finals. Um, it won't shock me none if they're in the Western Conference Finals. It won't shock me.
I mean, I think they're East.
Oh,
Well, no,
Indiana, no, no, no. They in the
you
East.
gotta remember they don't do it East West. They put
Oh,
everybody.
they do 1 to 8.
They put
Right? They put
everybody.
Oh,
everybody.
oh, well.
It's
If they
match.
put everybody in there, oh, they definitely gonna be one of the 8.
Oh yes, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
At, I'll go out on a limb right now. I'll give them a top 4 seed.
As
I like
as
that.
far as
But I gonna have to exercise caution because we're forgetting about a team out there that they did really, really well last year. Please let us not forget about the Lynx.
I'm not forgetting about the Lynx.
Not gonna forget about the Lynx.
Mm-mm.
Like I said, the 3 teams I'm banking on that will be there no matter what happens is the Aces, the Liberty, and the Lynx. Those are my guaranteed 3. Now 4 through 8 could be a crapshoot because you just don't know because Seattle they could come back and make some noise. I'm not gonna let the sparks not come out of this because you got 2 young players that are coming in plus Kelsey Plum that's going to be in the mix. So you got that. Who else? Of course, Indiana. I'm not going to forget about them. I'll
Oh,
and you know what? I can't overlook Phoenix and what they've done. I think Phoenix has made some great moves as well. Atlanta could be another surpriser because they got Brittany Griner over there now. They replaced that with Tina Charles. Could be an upgrade, could not be, but we can see how it goes. Like I said, it just depends on how the ball rolls. But the main 3 they're shoe-ins to get in. Connecticut, I got to see because I couldn't believe this, and they showed this on the draft board. They're the first team ever to lose all 5 starters after being in the finals. That's
I'm gonna be honest with you with Connecticut. Their window's closing.
their
It's time
window
for
is
them.
closed. I just told you they lost all 5 of their
All
starters.
5 of
Close
them.
in,
All
But like I
5
said,
are gone.
close in.
Gone.
yeah. But here's the thing with Connecticut. You got to think about this. This is what happens when you don't rebuild for the future, and everybody pass you by.
Wait, Rob. Where DJ went?
Oh, DJ went to Dallas.
Yep.
Yeah. DJ signed to Dallas. Mm-hmm.
And remember that girl? Remember that girl that got traded from the Sky to come to the
Yeah,
Suns.
I would say Manbray is the only one that's still there.
And
Manbray is the only one that's still there.
now think about it. When Ben Bray was there with Angel Reese, she was on the island, relaxing, chilling, whatever. But now you got to build around her.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, sooner or later, the Suns will probably have to play rebuild again.
Oh,
Will they make
Probably. That's not now.
Yeah. Now, will they make the playoff?
No,
I said they're gonna be on the bubble.
absolutely not.
No. You said no. Rob said no. I said they're gonna be on the bubble.
Hey, listen. You want to go out on a limb right now and I tell you that Dallas gonna be better than them?
Oh, absolutely. Especially
Yeah.
with an addition, especially even before the addition of Page, you add Dejanay Carrington to go with Enrique. That's already terrible. That's a terrible backcourt in itself. Now you add Paige Beckers to this, and the crazy thing about it is she's crafty enough that she could play guard, but then she's also just small enough and just as quick enough to play a forward if they really want to put them 3 together. So it can be done. It just depends on how this coach works. But I absolutely believe as long as Enrique stays healthy, Dallas will make it the playoffs. Remember, they almost messed around and made the playoffs last year. after the All-Star game when Enrique was going off for 30. So it can be done in Dallas.
Yeah. The question is, I'm looking at the let me look at the Mystic roster. I'm looking at the roster. The smallest ones they got right now is basically 5'6".
Exactly.
Everybody else is either 5'9", 5'11", 6 feet, 6'3", 6'5". So to me, and don't get me wrong, I like the Mystics, but
Good
They might
evening.
be. Good evening. They might be one of the teams that come under the radar and come in.
You got a long. I think they still have a long way to
But
go.
I think give them another year to mesh. I'll see what they got. Till then, they got great draft pick, but they got the size. But can they mesh with each other?
I'm trying to see the face. I'm trying to see my sister's face. I ain't
Hey,
see my sister's face today.
hey, Sagat, you may want to bring. You may want to bring your. Can you bring profile down here?
Sagat. Yeah. I know what you mean. Street Fighter.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. We can see you now. Yeah, you go. We see one eye. Yeah, we see one eye. Yeah. But let's move on to not the woman NBA, but the actual association. Um,
I'm offended. I am
wh-
a fucking offended. Yeah,
why?
see?
Goodbye.
Wow. You
You
actually
got.
cursed for the
You
first time
actually
on this
cursed
show?
on the show.
Wow, that's a
Goodbye.
shock.
You know I'm offended. Because
You
they
Why
are
are you offended?
because they are the association and they don't get enough credit.
that
You
I
talking
know
to women?
you ain't had to cuss though. Calm down. Go on over there. Go
No,
on over there.
she good. I liked it. I was like, oh, shock, she cussed out for the first time. Oh, very out of nowhere. But
But that
let's go
Mm-hmm.
on to the association.
that lets you know I'm in business about it. Y'all, excuse my
Okay, fine. But let's move on and let's talk about this postseason, Jesus. Matter of fact, let's talk about yesterday with this
Yeah,
Clippers
all right.
and
What did we
Warriors,
get before
Lord.
we get into
Let's
the
talk about this
postseason?
Clippers and Warriors game before I break down everything else. Man, that's 5 minutes. Explain.
Oh man, I gotta sing this letter.
Oh, hold on. I look.
I mean, I could. I
I
mean,
don't normally ask for this, but can you ask for your favorite 2 words? Because I have evidence.
Ratas.
Nope.
Roll it.
Thank you.
Oh,
Two-man double step. TP2 to Draymond. Didn't make the layup. He leaned in to get contact, but couldn't hit the shot. Butler looking. The stagger to Buddy. Three. Just everything. Harden with the rebound, and that's going to do it.
I saw it on Get Up this morning, but to watch it again, take it away, buddy. Take it away. You have the floor. Floor is yours.
Yeah, you had the floor because let's be honest with you.
He
Before you
had the
take it,
footage. He had the footage. Let him
yeah,
have it.
yeah, go ahead.
Draymond Green.
Mm-hmm.
Draymond Green.
Flapping again, flapping.
Donkey.
Now, I give you credit because you made 4 threes in the game. So you played
Mm.
an impactful role in how they came back into the game. But at the same time, you ruined it. You ruined it.
Yeah, he did.
You literally had a layup right there in your face, down by 2. And all you had to do was make the layup. Stop trying to play for the contact. You, of all people, know better. A 4-time champion at home, if anything, if they even tried to hit you, they were going to give you the foul. But you look for the contact. You ask for the contact. They didn't give you the contact, and you missed the layup. You cost the Warriors a week off. You cost them a week off. You cost them a week off. Now they have to play tomorrow night, luckily at home. But you're dealing with a familiar foe that we can call now a rivalry, Memphis. I
Just
get
remember.
I get Steph Curry had bad turnovers, and that's normal. But he also made 36 points, which is also normal. I get that Jimmy Butler's thigh hit Kawhi's knee. That's abnormal. But now you got tomorrow to play with a banged up Jimmy Butler against a Memphis Grizzly team who's angry that they're in the play-in to begin with. And they've beaten you already once and at Golden State to make it even better. So if you want to stay out of the 8th seed and deal with OKC and rather deal with the Rockets, you better win tomorrow night. Because I guarantee you this, the Rockets rather have Memphis than y'all.
And before I turn it over to Lone Wolf, let me give the viewing public some history. Ever since the lovely commissioner Adam Silver has implemented this lovely idea of the play-in tournament, the Golden State Warriors are 0-3 since. Every time Golden State has been in the play-in, they end up being played out. Lone Wolf, the floor is yours.
This is why it is so important to win games earlier, the better.
That's why Adam Silver made the play-in for this reason.
Yep, this is why it's important for you to win games that you're supposed to win. And you let it slip.
As a matter of fact,
i.e. against
since you mentioned that, ain't Draymond to blame for some of these games that they lost earlier in the season anyway?
Yeah.
Yep. And but also what he mean by that is he's also talking about the game, the game two games a game prior when Golden State
San Antonio.
Yep.
You win that game, you avoid playing the Clippers in a game where you did not need to play them.
Nope. And that's why I say this. This is why I always been preaching. Win games that you're supposed to win. Not sit back and relax. Because remember, Golden State, you, Minnesota, Denver, Sacramento, Dallas, y'all wasn't safe at all. Especially you, Golden State, because you had a 6 seed the entire time. As a matter of fact, you had a 6 seed when Jimmy Butler came to town from the trade to Miami. You was right on 6 seed from the trade of Jimmy Butler. Ever since Jimmy Butler came to Miami, y'all was riding high. And then the collapse began. And that San Antonio, to me, I think that San Antonio 3-pointer game winner hurt them real bad. It hurt them real bad.
Antonio, you know that's the second time in 2 years we've gotten a playoff team into bad situations, right? We did this to Denver last year.
Oh yeah,
Denver was supposed to have the number 1 seed, and we beat them and took them all the way down to
4, and OKC grabbed it.
And now here we are with Golden State.
Yeah, so like I said, we had nothing to lose, so I ain't worried about us. We'll be back. But we'll be back. Point is being is this, because Draymond Green cost you the game, Minnesota gets the week off, and they badly needs it.
They sure did.
They badly need it. Because if they were going in and playing, they were about to go and hurt real bad. So Minnesota was sitting there waiting and waiting and waiting. The point is being is this. Out of the 4 teams that's in the playoff, that's in the play-in tournament, 3 of the general manager's jobs is on the line. Just 3 of them. And 2 of them, I'm waiting on at the door. Like you know how like Birdman, got this thrown on like this, like the hands. like that, I'm waiting on you at the door. This is
I'm
gonna be
know
a
those
fun
days out
game.
there right now. One of them I waiting for. I waiting for Nico ass.
Oh no, I know what. Oh, you talking about
No,
Nico from
no,
the?
no, no. I know him. Him. I don't care about anybody else because everybody else it should be automatic for what it should be automatic for what they did for firing their coach less than a week before the playoffs start.
Oh
That,
yeah.
that, that should be automatic for them. But Nico,
Oh, for that
Nico,
trade.
hey Nico, hey buddy, hey remember, hey I don't know if you didn't have a hearing aid on. But when number 77 came back in his house, hey, hey, Nico, you heard the crowd? You heard what the crowd say? After Luca dropped 45 on your backside? Huh?
Fire
You hear
Nico.
what I say? Yeah, I know you in deaf. We don't have to
Fire
say,
Nico.
hey. We don't have to mention it. They were saying it loud and around the wall. He could have heard it himself because you were right there in the tunnel. He ain't deaf. So
No,
hey, you see that? You see that number 3 that you traded for 77? Number 3 better be snapping. Number 3 better average 35 and 15.
and stay healthy.
Hey. Oh, we know about that. But the
So
man that you went ahead and got, I hope you're having a good conversation with him because he got your job like the pit. You know, like how you walk the plank, the fire and spikes and everything else is down below. And the plank is already halfway cut.
and by the way, to let you be for sure, Nico, you under that one and done mode. You don't have the luxury as Zach Kellerman have the luxury. Zach loses, he gets the second shot. You, sir, is one and done. If you don't win, it's simple. One and done. And I'm like this. If I'm the owner of the Mavericks, I say, come on over here. I say, don't talk, don't speak, don't do nothing. Grab all your stuff.
They will have his shit outside already.
I don't care how you do it. Grab all your stuff. Security, escort him out my damn building.
No, not escort him. Throw him. Throw him.
I don't
Throw
care how
his
you do
ass
it.
out.
Clear your desk.
Throw his ass out.
There's only one way he survives.
And you got to get in the playoffs. Oh, by the way.
Survives.
Yeah. By the way.
You better be the 7 or the 8 seed.
Well, he only can be 8. He can only be 8. Remember, he's 9. Remember, he's the 10th seed. So he can only be at number 8.
Oh, he got to fight towards it. Oh,
Yeah.
even worse. And that means you get Oklahoma City for breakfast. And you know what I mean?
Right.
In 4 games, don't bother come back to your office.
That's why I say. That's why I say it's one and done. If he don't beat Sacramento tomorrow, not tomorrow, but Wednesday, it's one and done.
And just by the way, Dallas, just offer a reminder, OKC really want y'all the first round. Because remember, you stole something from them last year.
As a matter of fact, you beat them in 6.
Exactly. So to have a little revenge, even though the original players are not really at the team anymore, still nice to have a little revenge and knock you out in 4.
They will happily don't mind busting your ass.
Nope. And this time they have Chet Holmgren with them.
And Isaiah Hartenstein.
Mm-hmm.
They don't mind busting your ass for breakfast. Look, Nico, I don't care about any other GM. You, even though you went ahead and gave Luka to go James and us, it's lovely. I appreciate you because we are seeing the fruitfulness of Luka, and you make my go James survive and be in the NBA for another 3-4 more years. So thank you. I appreciate you. I love you for that. But the stupidity that I don't know what you were drinking that night. But whatever you were drinking, I don't want what you drinking. It damn sure wasn't tequila.
Mm-mm.
But let's move on and talk about some matchups. So Golden State going against the Grizzlies. I don't know if anyone have a line right now of what's the spread right now currently. Rob, can you get that for me, please?
Already
You
on
got
Um,
it.
if you got it, I got it.
I got it. I'm already on it.
I have my other phone. I can actually look, but it's charging at the moment. So,
I got it at yeah, I got it 7. Golden State favored by 7.
hmm, okay. I'll let y'all two get it first. What y'all got?
I love the 7 from Memphis. I just told y'all, I don't know how Jimmy Butler is right now. That could be a key part. I know he says he's good, but that knee to thigh hurts.
Thigh contusion is no joke.
It hurts.
No, you're right.
So for Memphis to be fully healthy and the way that Ja is playing right now, I like Memphis at 7, and I actually like Memphis outright.
Hmm. Lone Wolf?
I know Golden State is getting a little bit old. I get that. I understand that. But here's where I come from. Where I come from is this. Memphis defense is my major concern. I mean, really, let's face it. I'm looking forward to it, even though they're like defensively 6 efficiency the field goals, but the pace factor is dead last. I'm going with Golden State to win the game, but Memphis will cover that 7.
I want sister's opinion.
Hold on one second. Babe, pick Memphis, Golden State.
Come on in here.
She's working on something right now. That's why I'm giving
Okay,
it to her.
okay, okay. Let's hear it.
She's rolling with Memphis as well.
Ah.
Hold on.
Oh, I hear you. You said Golden State is gonna catch up to them?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Oh.
And I
You
think so too,
know,
especially after playing that hard game Sunday, to bounce back and play again on Tuesday.
you know, I love Misfit opinion about the fact that they're old. And I love the fact that what you said earlier, Rob, that Golden State needed this week of rest.
Mm-hmm.
And I gonna have to lean towards that with Golden State not covering 7 for that reason. Now, can Memphis win this game? Yeah. If you get one of them Ja Morant 35-point, 40-point playoff kind of games that he has done before, especially against LA, even though we did bust their ass, he did have some 35, 40-point games. But him doing it against a rival team that it seems like y'all don't like each other.
Mm-mm. Not at all.
And for the basketball guys to put y'all in where they at, Memphis?
Golden State.
Oh, that make it even worse. Memphis on the road. There's some dogs on the road. I love Memphis on the road. And I have to go with Rob on this too. I don't be surprised that they win outright either. I would
Okay.
sprinkle. I would sprinkle. I was if I was a betting man, I would sprinkle a 0.5 unit on it. But let's move on to the next. Let's move. Okay, yeah. You by yourself. Yeah. No, I said. Oh, I didn't pick it.
I already said you said Memphis covered the spread. You didn't say
I
who it
said
was.
Memphis cover the spread.
Well, who
I don't
wins?
think they'll win.
Okay, so you're not by yourself.
Okay, good. Well,
I don't think they'll win. It's gonna be close. I give it to the I give it to I give it to the Golden State, but really close. Um,
I might take the over in
next
that one too.
agree. Next matchup.
The next matchup for Tuesday night, Atlanta travels to Orlando. Orlando is a 5-point favorite. Over
That's
under
it.
is 216 and a hook.
That's it.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take this first. Orlando don't stink. Atlanta stink. Uh, they ain't got no defense. Orlando does. Give me Orlando.
I watch how you use the term for Atlanta to stink. They've
Yeah,
actually have they've no they I honestly believe I think they have finally found their starting five lineup. I think with Trey, Jalen Johnson, and now you add Dyson. Then you add Dyson Daniels, who I believe should be the defensive player of the year. I am going to go ahead and say this. I know it ain't gonna go to him. It'd probably go to Mobley, but Dyson Daniels has done something that has not been done since AI. He has led the league in steals by a wide margin. He's like the next person to him is 100 steals off. This kid,
mm.
yes, this kid in his third year has got 335 steals. And
What?
he's yes, yes. Dyson Daniels, he let's just say this. He has been my favorite.
Can
He's
you
been my
can you repeat that? Can you repeat that for the people in the back, please, including
oh,
myself?
oh, absolutely. I surely will. Dyson Daniels is led the league this year in steals by a large margin. He's led the league in steals by over 100 steals. He has, as of right now, to end the season, he averaged 3 steals per game. And actually, I'm wrong. He's got 229 steals, but still, it's 100 more than the next person that's second in steals.
That's still ridiculous.
That is ridiculous. He broke, and the crazy is he's already broken multiple records. He's broke the Hawks record, and he was, if I'm not mistaken, he had multiple games this year of 7 or more assists this year. He was my favorite prop bet to use for steals and blocks. He was my favorite to use this year. Favorite person to use.
Okay.
Now, with that being said, as much as I do like the Hawks, and I believe they finally have found their starting lineup, especially with Trey and now the backup center. I forgot what his name was. It starts with an O. He's now the starting center. I think they finally found their groove. I just think that going to Orlando is a bad matchup because as much as Dyson Daniels has been very good defensively, Paulo Banchero and Franz Wagner are coming back into their own stride. Now, it will be nice if they had Jalen Suggs to come back too, but using Anthony Black and Cole Anthony, I think is a better combo matchup, especially with a smaller Trey Young. They're quicker. They can run around with him. I think that can offset what they're doing. The thing is, as long as Orlando gets turnovers off of Trey's passes, the Hawks are not going to do anything. So yeah, I was saying we know where Jalen. And the bad part about it is my wife Ashley just said we all know where Jalen Suggs is at. He's at the draft with Haley Van Lith. Yeah, his girlfriend. Yes, that's his girlfriend, Haley Van Lith. So that got out the way. Point is, I don't like this matchup for Atlanta. I think they're a better matchup for either Chicago or Miami. So I still think Atlanta will get in, just not as the 7th seed. And to be honest with you, if I'm Atlanta, I wouldn't want to be the 7th seed anyway because you're going to have to deal with Boston. And if you got to deal with Boston, forget 4. It could be 3, and the 4th one could be a gimme. So either way, if I were Atlanta, I wouldn't want to deal with Boston in the first round. So give me Orlando, and I'll take their points.
Lone Wolf, you tend to agree?
No.
Oh hell, he's going the opposite way.
Oh, okay. What you got, boy?
Atlanta gonna steal one.
And then they're gonna be going in 4 because I told you they got Boston next.
Oh well. That's not my problem. Atlanta gonna win that game.
I about to say, I got a feeling you might be the only one because if I go to Ashley, I can guarantee you she ain't gonna pick Atlanta over Orlando. Sweetheart, you're not picking Orlando. You're not picking Atlanta over Orlando, are you? Okay, just making sure. Just making sure.
So you are by yourself? Yeah.
Yes, this one he is by himself.
Okay. Next, let's go to another matchup.
The Wednesday night matchups. So the first one would be me personally. I think is one of my favorite matchups because every time they played against each other, they have gone. First of all, they've gone over their over under, and the spread is at 1. Miami on the road to Chicago. Now, mind y'all, this is the 3rd time in the play-in that they've seen each other, and this is the 2nd time they're seeing each other to fight for the 9 and 10 spot. Chicago at home by a point.
No. Lone Wolf, take it first. I still got it.
Give me the Bulls to win this game. Ever since Kobe White has took over, he been a dog.
I agree with that. I give you that.
Yeah, so give me the Bulls to win this game.
And for me, it's not even Kobe. It's Giddey. Giddey has been the spark plug that the Bulls needed, especially in this last stretch. But Miami has found their point guard, Davion Mitchell. He's running the point now, and now is giving Tyler Hero free range to roam around. Bam is
And
starting.
shoot the three.
Bam is shooting 3s now. I think Spo has found this young team that he's been waiting for. And I got a funny feeling Miami might could steal one and get ready to go on the road. I'll take the Heat. It's a tricky one because both these teams can get hot at any point in the game and can take over. I just trust Spo. I'll be honest. I just trust Spo.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna be kind of honest. This is probably the toughest game to call.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
No
It really
wonder
is.
why is that wonder why is only a damn point.
Yep.
Because I watched both of these teams this year, and Chicago had good moments, and then they had some really bad moments.
Flat.
Then Miami was the Jimmy Butler All My Children series.
Mm-hmm.
Then after he left, They figured out they got a dog in Davion Mitchell, and they
Mm.
implement him in it to move Tyler Hero to the 2, and Bam playing really good. So both of these teams kind of had to figure themselves out. But if it's anybody, I gonna trust both.
That's how
Give
I
me
feel.
Miami. Give me the playoff experience. I ain't gonna like go. James played for Spo. I'm not going to disrespect Spo. Spo is one of the greatest coaches in the game right now. Spo gonna figure it out on the
And
road.
especially in a one and done situation. Remember, this
Yeah.
Miami
Oh
came
yeah,
off.
yeah. He going for that. Yeah, he
I
doing
love.
that.
Don't get me wrong. I think Chicago now they figured out their young guys. I think they'll be on the come up. They still got to figure out what they got to do with Vucevic for next year because they might trade him off, just like they traded off DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine. But if you got Kobe White and Josh Giddey playing the way they're playing, and you can mesh with other players, there'll be a force of reckoning for next year. But for this game, when playoff matters most, nah, he might still get a triple double though. I think Giddey might still get a triple double.
Typically like to be in the demon, being there. So
And
let's
last
go
but not
ahead.
least, we got one more.
I know.
And
Last
that's
but not least,
yes. Well, it might be the least because it probably is. Dallas at Sacramento. Dallas is a 5-point underdog over under 216 flat.
I don't even want to talk about this game with how bad I am with how pissed off I am with that good for nothing GM. But anyways, uh Lone Wolf, go take it for us, bro. Take it for us. Oh, this damn game.
Look,
Dallas.
this is gonna be ugly.
Ain't it? All
I do
gas,
mean
no brakes.
ugly. Give me the Mavericks to win this game.
They better.
And here's why. I want OKC to take their heads right off. I really do.
Wait
I
a
really
minute.
want.
So you're gonna oh, I see. Feed them the
Mm-hmm.
bait. Feed
Mm-hmm.
them the bait.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, feed OKC to the feed OKC to Dallas.
To the Lions.
Yeah,
Okay, okay. You know what?
yeah.
With
I'll
you
take.
saying that, you know what? I give you that. Sure.
Give me Dallas to win this game.
I'm sorry, I can't. I can't give Dallas this game. I get it. They have the size. Sacramento has the shooters. There's a battle of two head coaches that used to be former players. Sorry. As much as Dallas would be nice to go up against OKC, I need them out of here. And I need Nico out of here as fast as possible. Give me Sacramento. Get him out of here.
I'm trying to delay the
No,
execution.
I don't want to delay nothing when it comes to Nico Harris. It's bad enough. Look, it's bad enough that the owners are robbing these people. They charge them 8% more value for their season ticket holders for next season. And now you did that, and you got rid of Luka Doncic all in the same year. No, I'm not delaying this inevitable. Get him out of here. Take him out, Sacramento, and light the beam. Mm-mm. Get him out of here. I can't do it. Sorry. Sorry, Ali. I can't hold on to him much longer. Not with him.
You just want them kicked out.
Yeah, I just want him out of here. I just want him out of here.
Well, well, um, okay. You know what? I gonna put it like this. I gonna put it like this. Um, Y'all ever seen the movie Class Act?
Oh yeah, that's one of my favorites.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'll put it this way. Heads, we beat them up. Tails, we beat them up. So if I had to pick a game, if I had to pick who gonna win this game, I guess I'll pick like the Beam. Cause I like their offense better. And I think that, I mean, I know Sabonis gonna have to go against AD, but I think Sabonis can do something. I know they got to go against three big guys, but um, they got Klay Thompson and PJ, and if they can just shoot something, I think Mavericks could win. But I'll give it to the Kings, and that's just me being nice.
Yeah, dude, I'm sorry. You're gonna have to be alone on this one. I just can't support. I can't support Nico being in the playoffs right now. I'm sorry. To be honest with you, I'd rather have Portland in the playoffs right now. I want to see Chauncey in the playoffs. I think he had a better chance, even though he screwed it up the last couple of games. And Dallas decided they want to win because now they got their key pieces back. Screw that. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. Can't do it.
Um, so let's go ahead and talk about the matchups that we do know. I call the game, I give you the game, and you give me the key matchup and the series. Let's start. Let's get the East out the way. Get the
Okay.
East out the way.
Yeah, sure.
Um, okay. We got the New York Knickerbockers, and they got to go against them bad boys from Detroit. Mhm. Knicks. For some reason, you don't know how to beat a top team in the NBA. Detroit seems like they know how to. And in case you don't know, this ain't the same Detroit that you used to could have walked over all over and do what the heck you want with them. This Detroit team look like the young version of the bad boys of Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
So Lone Wolf, kick it off. What you got?
Ooh, man, that's a tough matchup. Pistons a little bit young, and New York, they can't get over the hump. Give me the Pistons in six.
Now he wants to come on over.
No,
Now
I didn't say that. I didn't say I would come over. I didn't say that. I'll give you credit.
I was
I'll
just
give
saying
you.
if you pick Detroit, you're coming on over.
I'll come
There's
over.
no more
I'll get.
hiding. No, Antonio. There's
I
no
know how.
hiding. There's no more. Oh, this the regular season. No, this is a whole shebang bang now.
Mm-hmm.
Now you came over. You came on over to
Mm-hmm.
the dark side, and you already stuck in it. You have the right to
Yeah.
change it, but you have came over to the dark side. About
Yeah.
time you came over, and it's about time you see things my way.
Yeah.
I was very high on this team from the minute we started the season. And I said if one person plays healthy all year long, he makes the difference in the team. And he has proven my case 1000% right. Mr. Cade Cunningham. You, sir, have came out and become this breaking star that now the people want to see more of. Appreciate you proving my theory right. And now you can close my theory by doing two things. One, win your first playoff game since 2009. And two, win your first playoff series since 2009. And ironically enough, the last time that happened, there was a team by the Pistons that had a couple of players that we might know. One is the coach of the Portland Trailblazers, i.e., Chauncey Billups. Another player that's in the that's going to be in the Hall of Fame, i.e., Rip Hamilton and Rasheed Wallace. And there's one that's in the Hall of Fame right now that went to this nice little school here in Richmond called Virginia Union, i.e., by the name of Ben Wallace.
Oh, the Fro?
The Fro. That's the last time they won a playoff game. Because every time they made the playoffs since, that's how many games they played.
The broom.
The Broom. And the last time they were in the playoffs was in 2019, and they met a team by the name of the Bucks, and they got the Broom. Well, here is your chance to right the wrong from 15 years ago. And I'm sad that it's got to be underneath the Knicks expense, because somebody here is still a New Yorker in heart. Even though she loves her Brooklyn Nets, she will always ride with the Knicks when they're in the playoffs.
Everything New York.
But in this case, I'm with him. Give me 6, finish it in Detroit. Because if it gets back to New York in 7, it's going to be a Knickerbocker season.
Hmm. I picturing how this series gonna go. And one factor that is kind of standing out to me, brothers, is Cade Cunningham going in the garden and going off.
He's going to have to at least twice.
You gotta steal one.
And you know what? I think he is. I think Cade is gonna go in the garden, and as much as he go hear that loud organ, that they play, and they scream defense to the top of their lungs, blowing the Madison Square Garden. I think Cade Cunningham go answer the. I think Cade Cunningham go show the world who he is, and it's gonna take them 6 games to do it. Cause the Knicks ain't gonna go laying down.
No,
I
no, no,
give
no,
them
no.
6.
No, 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 no.
I'll take Detroit in 6. Next series. Milwaukee. How you doing? You got a familiar foe in front of you again.
Here we go again.
We're back to last year. Let's go back last year, scene of the crime. We remembered what happened. I'll go ahead and take a clip off of Friday. You remember what happened with those last security guards? Oh, you remember what happened last year, Milwaukee? Milwaukee, do you remember? That's all I'm gonna ask you. What you gonna do now? Take revenge? Or get your ass up again? What's good?
With Dame basically being out for the first round, this is the Pacers to lose. The only way, and I do mean this, only way Milwaukee makes it to the second round, and I do mean this, and I wish I was joking, Giannis has got to average a triple-double in the first round. There's no ifs, there's no buts, there's no in between. The Giannis of 2022, when they won 21, when they won the championship, has got to be here in the series. Now, granted, out of all the teams that Giannis has played against this year, he has dominated the Pacers every time he's played. He loves the Pacers. He loves playing against them. But you got to be 2021 Giannis in order to make it out of the first round. There's no in between in this. You have to be the best player in the first round out of all the teams. Out of all the teams that are in the playoffs, you have to be the best one. You have to be better than Anthony Edwards. You have to be better than Shea. You have to be better than Tatum. You have to be better than LeBron. You have to be better than Luka. You have to be better than Jalen Green. You have to be better than Jokic. You have to be better than all of them to make it out of this series. And even with that, y'all ain't got enough. Pacers in 6. And that's me being nice. Because if I had it my honest way, Pacers in 5. But I'm giving them 6.
No Dame is going to be the biggest problem. And Milwaukee's bench has been my problem. That bench got to show up to this series. On the other hand, the Pacers has no defense.
Never had.
They never had.
They remind me of a coach that is all gas, no break in the name of Mike D'Antoni. But in any event, short and sweet, Milwaukee is 7. They'll beat the Pacers on the road.
Can I repeat? Didn't they play last year in a series?
Yes.
What happened?
Pacers beat them in 7. I think it was 6 or 7.
I know they say insanity is when you try to do things more than once and it ends up not working. But this time, you know the theory, lightning can strike twice in the same place. Well,
yeah,
this one gonna happen, but instead of, if it did was 7 games, it'll be a game less. I got Indiana in 6.
Well, here's the funny part, Ali. I just looked at it. They had Dame last year, and they lost in 6. Without
like
him
I
this
said,
year,
lightning gonna strike twice in the same place.
look.
I don't think you relying on Milwaukee role players. I can't. And as much as I will tell you this much. In order for them to win this series, right? Kyle Kuzma is gonna have to be Washington Wizards Kuzma.
He needs to be Lakers Kuzma. He needs to be the Lakers Kuzma.
Well, Washington Kuzma, he had days where he had 25 and 30-point games too.
Well, yeah, But I'm saying Lakers Kuzma because that's the one that won him a championship, and he was still averaging 19.
You're right. You need that.
I
You
agree. Yeah,
need
Kyle's got to be the second best player on the team. He's got to be. It's not negotiable.
and somebody between Lopez and Bobby P gonna have to give me anywhere between 17 to 20 because the Pacers is going to drop at least 130. If you can't drop 130, you ain't got no chance.
Mm-mm. And the last time they played against each other in the playoffs, Bucks only dropped. Let's see, they dropped 109, 108, 118, 113, 115, and 98.
Now, to prove my point, the Pacers,
They beat them in every statistical category. They beat them in points,
I
rebounds,
know,
and
but
assists.
I'm asking how many points the Pacers have scored
Oh,
compared.
oh, easy. The first game they got demolished, they had 94. But ever since that game, 125, 121, 126, 120.
My theory has been proven. If you cannot drop 130, you're not winning this series. And I don't see the Bucks dropping 130. Now, let's go to the opposite side of the bracket. We have the Denver McNuggets going against the very dangerous but very interesting Los Angeles Clippers. Rob, I'm going to give you this one first.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
If Michael Malone was the coach of this series,
Yeah, that's what I wanted. They did the job for us. We wanted the Lone Wolf, we wanted the GM fired and they did it for us. You're welcome.
if Michael Malone was coaching this series, this would be Denver's in 6.
Mm.
But I have flipped. I I'm going to give the two broken misfit toys a chance to prove themselves.
Yeah?
I'm going to give the two misfit toys a chance to prove themselves. I'm going to lean on the coaching of Tyronn Lue to finish the series. We're going to call a spade a spade. There's nothing you can do to slow down the production of Nikola Jokic. Nothing you can do with that. But there is one thing that you can do to slow him down. Cut his assists. If you cut the assists and up his points, you win the series. He relies on the passing more than anything else in his game. He'll beat you in the rebounding. Fine. He can drop 50 points. Fine. But if you give him 8 or more assists, you will lose the series. And that's the one thing I'm leaning on Tyronn Lue to do more than anything else. Don't let the others beat you. Because if Jokic get the others going, the others contribute, the others win the series. I trust the Clippers others, then the Nuggets others. Give me the Clippers in 6.
I've been preaching about the Nuggets bench, and they don't have a bench except for Russell Westbrook. For Russell Westbrook, at 36 years of age, I don't know how much fuel he got left in the tank.
We're about to find out.
On the other hand, and then letting your coach go to give you 10 years of his life, that kind of hurts too. On the other hand, this is the healthiest squad that had ever been since the his Toronto run. Nolan Powell's coming back in time. James Harden, I'm looking at you because everybody been talking about you like a dog. Now it's time for you to get further. The further you got in your career is the Western Conference, which you lost to Golden State, however. But the guy that's going to be the X factor in this little series, Big Back, because he's going to cancel the Joker out. Any event, Clippers in 6. Finish him at Crypto Arena. You be all right.
Big mistake to let go of Malone a week before the series. And you didn't know who you was going to draw because everybody from 4 through 10 had pretty much the same record. But you went ahead and made your bed up, GM. That's fired now, along with the coach that couldn't get along with each other, even though they had great production together and they won a title. All in all, we here now, right?
Mm-hmm.
I will call a spade a spade. The Clippers is probably, arguably, maybe the hottest team right now going into the postseason. They have won 10 of their last 12, I believe.
Yeah.
That's right.
That is huge. And how the Denver Nuggets coming into the playoffs. Murray compromised a little bit. Russell Westbrook can't trust because for some reason he like to turn over the ball still, but that's been him his whole career anyway. But you said Big Back is the key. I'm gonna tell you who the key is now. Kawhi.
Mm-hmm.
And here's why. Everybody talking about Kawhi. Kawhi can't stay healthy. He has been for the last month and a half. Last month and a half, you could arguably say Kawhi has been probably a top 5 player in the NBA. And you can make an argument as well with him and James Harden. They have been arguably the best duo in the NBA besides Luka and LeBron.
I can agree.
Mm-hmm.
James Harden been putting up 30-point buckets. Kawhi too. Big Back. I already done talking about Big Back. We probably between him and Austin Reed is probably in the conversation for most improved player of the year.
Yes.
But Lone Wolf is not. Lone Wolf said he trusts Big Back. I ain't worrying about Big Back. Is what Rob say. If you get the others involved, you're dead.
I can agree.
'Cause Rob say if you get the others involved, you're dead. If you get the others involved, you're dead. 'Cause Rob say if you get the others involved, you're dead. 'Cause Rob say if you get the others involved, you're dead. 'Cause Rob say if you get the others involved, you're dead. 'Cause Rob say if you get the others involved, you're dead. 'Cause Rob say if you get the others involved, you're dead. 'Cause Rob say if you get the others involved, you're dead. 'Cause Rob say if you get the others involved, you're dead. 'Cause Rob say if you get the others involved, you're dead. 'Cause Rob say if you get the others involved, you're dead. 'Cause Rob say if you get the others involved, you're dead. 'Cause Rob say if you get the others involved, you're dead. 'Cause Rob say if you get the others involved, you're dead. 'Cause Rob say if you get the If you get Jokic to average a triple double in this series, Clippers, you're dead in 7.
Mm-hmm.
If you make Jokic a scorer, you could finish this in 6.
I agree.
And the problem is coaching mismatch. Tyronn Lue won a title. The other coach who just coming in replacing Mr. Malone hasn't as a head coach.
Nope.
So give me the one that has the championship experience. Give me Ty Lue and give me the Clippers in 6.
Yep.
Next, last but not least, definitely last but not least, we have another installment of Luka versus Ant-Man. But the problem is Luka in a different uniform. Let's go back to the scene of the crime last season, Rob. We had remember Luka was in Minnesota and it was a couple seconds left on the clock. Rudy Gobert had the audacity to guard Luka. Big mistake. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Boom.
And he cussed you out in Slovenian and in English combined. Yeah.
And he was the defensive player of the year at that time.
Yep. And he bust his patented step back 3 and he waved y'all goodbye. Back to the scene of the crime. Now you got to deal with. See, that time you only had to deal with him and Kyrie. This time you got to deal with LeBron, Austin Reeves, and JJ Redick and their Lakers. What y'all got?
Boy, oh boy. The matchup that Minnesota thought. Okay, let's put it away. The good news is Minnesota, you get a week off. The bad news is this is a bad matchup for you. Because we all know clear as day, Rudy Gobert don't play no perimeter defense. And you see what happened last time when he played perimeter defense. Got him off his location. Sure, Ant-Man gonna do well. And now Minnesota also has Julius Randle. My question is, what Julius Randle is, are you gonna whine, pout, and complain if the ball don't come your way like you did in New York? That's the question. On the other side, we know that JJ Redick is gonna get them ready. We know that Luka knows his team and LeBron knows his team. And if you want to know who I got on the bench, I give a slight advantage to the Lakers because they're a little bit young. Let me put it this way. Applejack, Crackerjack, Pepperjack, Flapjack, Lakers in 6.
Or seed, mustard seed, poppy seed. Lakers in 5.
This is just like when the Sixers played the Lakers in the finals. AI will give you 1. Ant's going to give you 1. And that's it. See, I'm like Chef. See, you dealt with just Luka last year and then you decided to call out Kyrie Irving. I hope you learn your lesson about that, because if you think you're going to call out LeBron or Luka, you have another thing coming. Be like Kendrick Lamar. Stay humble. don't utter another word. You know how LeBron was when you were his teammate in the Olympics. Don't get on his bad side. Because if there's one person that you don't want to piss off outside of Luka, playoff LeBron is a different animal. He's a different beast.
Mm-hmm.
And now you're in the way of something that he wants to get.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, Rob, ask Dylan Brooks about LeBron James.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he knows about Dylan Brooks. But I'm just saying, the point is for this, he called out Kyrie Irving.
Keep your mouth shut.
Kyrie shut him down.
Keep your mouth shut.
Don't talk about LeBron. Don't talk about Luka. Say nice things. Keep it pushing. Because the minute you open Pandora's box, is the minute it's going to get closed. Quick, fast, and in a hurry.
You know, I got one for you. Ant-Man, Batman, Superman, Aquaman. Here's the problem. Rudy Gobert, this is not a series for you. Because we're going to run you off. Quick. We're going to run you off of this series. Because we're going to put in Nas Reed. That's what's going to happen. And once we get them to play small, that's where we're going to put you right where we want you. Because what you going to do? You're going to put your best defender on Luka. And then you got to deal with LeBron and AR, with your second and third best. Like I said, we're gonna run Gobert off of this series, and we're gonna end y'all in 5.
Yep.
And that's gonna be the key. Once y'all realize that Gobert is a liability in this series, we're gonna have y'all where y'all want it, and it's gonna be too late. Y'all like to play big. Y'all like to play big. We like to play small. And you see what happened? What you see? You ask other teams what happened when they try and play big against LA. Look, ask them what happened when you want to play big. Okay, go ahead and try. Go try game 1. Go ahead and try game 1. Go bring it. Bring your big line up over here. Bring your big line up over here, and you see what happened to you. I want Luka. Go ahead and I want Gobert guard Luka again. Let's see what happened. Cause I know Gobert. Every time he step out a cab, it's like he's afraid of Luka. Now, let's other than that. No, Ant-Man will have Ant-Man will average 30 in this series, but Luka is going to expose this good for nothing team. They're gonna be done. They're done. Now, let's move on and proceed real quick. Because we got almost out of time, but we got the state of the franchise in the NFL. We have approximately next week, Thursday is the draft. So next week, we're going to be covering 4 divisions. Tonight, we only got to cover 2, and that's the NFC and the AFC East. We're going to do the same thing like we did last week. I give you a team, what they need. And if you have the person in mind, you could call it out too. But let's start with you know what? I'll keep the NFC East for last. Let's go AFC East first. Let's start with worst to first. Let's start with the Jets. Lone Wolf, what do you need?
Offensive line.
Yeah.
I'm rolling.
What's they talking about?
I'm rolling with them. You got Justin Fields. Offensive line.
Offensive line was compromised bad as hell last year. How much times y'all let Aaron Rodgers run around with his bad Achilles? Please address the line. Y'all signed Justin Field for 2 years. Like, at least give Justin Field a chance.
And I think he will because now it's Aaron Glenn. And Glenn, the first thing he did when he was in Detroit, inside out. He's going to work
Old
inside.
school coach. Old school coach. You know the deal. Miami.
Now offensive line with the retirement of Laramie Tunsil. It was originally, for me, it was going to be another wide out to help out with Tyreek and Waddle. But now with the retiring of Laramie Tunsil, you need to protect two or more O-line.
I agree, especially with Robert Jones departing and Liam Etchberg departing. So you particularly, I would recommend getting a guard because both your guards is gone.
I agree to that.
I will have to agree with y'all. I don't know how to preach this enough to Miami. Are y'all tired of getting two on the ground?
Or any of the quarterbacks on the ground.
Are y'all tired of seeing y'all quarterback be injured? Like, ain't y'all tired? Like, Mr.
And it's sad because when he's healthy, they make the playoffs.
It doesn't even matter, Rob. I don't care if they make the playoffs or not. Because as soon as they go to somebody's Game of Thrones,
Cold weather, they're
thank
terrible.
you. As soon as they go to Game of Thrones, somebody, winter is coming and it ends. So I don't want to hear that. But if they want to have any kind of chance, at least address the damn line. Anyways, next team. Oh, hey, we are.
There's no discussion.
2 words. Travis Hunter.
There's no discussion.
Here's the problem. We're not going game. Because
yes, you will.
No, here's why. And let's talk draft a little bit. One is Cam Ward.
Correct.
The Browns and the Giants still don't know what they want to do yet. The Giants giving rumors saying they ain't gonna draft a quarterback. They're gonna draft a impact player. Browns saying the same damn thing. Every time I hear smoke and mirror foolishness like this with two teams, usually means they end up doing the obvious that we thought that they were going to do at first. Now, if that happens, then we'll have a chance at one of these impact players. If not, then we kind of in a conundrum. But preferably, what I would love for us to get, I do want Travis Hunter. But I gonna be realistic. If we don't get Travis Hunter, give me a pass rusher.
Okay. Well, here's a good sign that you might want to hear. The Giants are giving a private workout to Shador on Thursday.
Smoke and mirrors until I see something else.
I agree. I'm just saying it's helpful because it's the last workout before the draft.
No. Look, the only reason why I say I would like Travis Hunter because he could play receiver.
Yeah.
But if we don't get him, I need a pass rusher or an impact player.
Then you need Carter. Then
look, if one of them fall to us, we're gonna get him. One of them I would take. But what I need New England to address, for God's sake, can we please get a receiver?
I agree.
And they will address that.
For God's sake, our offensive line ain't too bad. It could get better. I think we can address that later down in the draft. But for Christ's sakes, we've been in wide receiver purgatory forever. Last time we had a great receiver was Randy Moss, and we still didn't get the job done, almost being undefeated. So for Christ's sake, you see we got a quarterback for the future that knows how to throw a goddamn football. So can you please give the man some help? Lone
Agreed.
Wolf?
Oh,
Oh, me and him, we agreed on Travis Hunter.
yeah, Travis Hunter. There's
Okay,
no discussion.
okay,
So we
okay,
can move on.
Yeah, we can go
okay,
on.
okay. Let's go to the Buffalo Bills. A team that always being short of getting to the big dance. They obviously need something.
Um, Defensive tackle. Need to give Ed Oliver some help.
I agree, but now without them signing Amari Cooper, I need a wide R2, and I have the perfect person for them. Go get Luther Burdens out of Missouri. He's underrated. He was one of the top wide receivers. He fell off because his quarterback left. They think he's fallen off. I don't. I think he'll be a steal and for Buffalo. Plus, this makes up for y'all not getting Xavier Worthy when you're supposed to have had him.
And y'all give them to the team that constantly beats you. Make that make sense. Y'all know y'all could have had Xavier Wardy. Do you know how much of an impact he could have been with Josh Allen?
Oh man, Josh Allen had a field day. hmm
He probably be the offensive rookie of the year right now.
But
He's in a better situation, so let it be.
is it he? Oh, what?
He's in a better look. He's in a
I
better
mean, I
situation.
mean, he's with the best quarterback in the National Football League. I mean,
Exactly.
what are you going to say about that?
Nothing to say.
You're not going to complain.
No,
Anyways, I will say though,
but I'm with him on the
Buffalo.
tackle.
Okay, Buffalo can address two things, but I only can pick one. So I'll just say that they do need another receiver, being that Omari Cooper gone. My next position was going to be defensive back because they kind of do need to address the secondary a little bit. But I think the most important is, again, another wide, especially when y'all just gave Josh Allen a raise.
Hmm.
Um, let's go to the NFC East real quick. We went 15 minutes over our time. I'm seeing how much we love each other being on the podcast. Anyways, let's go to the NFC East. Let's start with the worst to the first. The Giants.
Everything.
I know they do.
But if
I
I
know
have
they
to,
do, but and the thing about them is they're in a very very bad situation right now because Giants. Before I turn it to the gentleman or what they need or what they need, let me just give you a forewarning. All your draft picks in this year's draft, they better hit like the New York lottery because if they don't, Brian Dable, Joe Shane, I have a friend and his name is the Reaper. He loves GMs. He loves coaches. He been waiting for you. So better make sure that all your draft picks hit. Lone Wolf, what do they need besides everything?
Edge rusher.
I would figure they will.
And I know just the man for the job.
Well, he's there. He'll be there for them.
Well, they got a number 3 pick. Does Abdul Carter ring a bell?
Because knowing Cleveland, they like to screw up draft picks.
I know.
Outside of everything, I'll go a little bit outside the box. I think they need another running back. I like Tyron Tracy, but he fumbles too much. He's
They
a
need
good
a big
blocker.
one.
He can
Mhm.
catch, but he can't hold on to the ball. So give me a running back.
Um, who do my neighbors have to help him out with?
In the words of Kendrick Lamar, not enough.
Giants. If you want to help Russell Wilson,
Or Jameis.
whichever one,
I don't know who's gonna start.
both Russ,
Oh, they'll start Russ. That's easy.
Russ.
That's easy. That's Russ.
I think they do need another wide receiver, and that would be Travis Hunter if they do address it, because I'm looking seriously in the situation that they're in. The Giants need to win now. And if they don't win, I'll put it like this. If they're not a winning record by October, they're dead. The coach is dead.
I agree.
They gotta win by October, November. Not even November, because November will probably be too late. They gotta win by October.
Mm-hmm.
They basically come out. They basically come out the gate
Thank you.
fast.
They gotta be 4-0 by the time October shows up.
Yes.
Or yeah, at least
4
by the
and
time you get
0, 3
November.
and 4 and 0, 3 and 1, whichever one. They can't be 500 and below.
No.
No.
Washington.
At first, I thought about the offensive line, but now edge rusher.
Okay.
They need to put some more pressure on the quarterback, and that's what happened in that NFC Championship conference. They put enough pressure on Jalen Hurts.
Okay.
Yeah. I agree with that. I think they can address the edge rush. I think they can address the offensive line. But I think they need a running back as well. I like Brian Robinson Jr. I like what they have. I think they need a third. I think they need a 3-down back to give give Jaden Daniels some pressure off the ball. I think they need another running back as well to fit into their scheme, because I think for me, as much as we know that Cliff Kingsbury likes to have a quarterback that can go back there and throw it, he also likes a running back that can run the ball and give him. So another running back would be very helpful for Brian Robinson Jr. Plus, he likes to get hurt a lot. So to get another guy that can come in and take some of the heat off of Jaden Daniels and that can block, I think that'd be pretty good for them.
They need a quarterback. I'll just play. I'll just play.
Oh, I ain't gonna lie. I thought you said corner. I thought you said corner. You was about to tell me you said quarter. Oh, you stupid.
Yeah.
Oh, you're stupid.
I'm just playing. I'm like, I know I'm wrong. I'm wrong. Yeah, as much as y'all know, I love Jaden Daniels to the core. I literally love this kid. I've been raving about this kid from last year. Like, they got their future already. I'm just messing with y'all, Washington. I'm being honest. Okay. But let's be real. The wide receivers is okay. The wide receivers okay. I wouldn't be mad if they address and get another receiver to help McLaurin.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I think what they need to do, being that they know what they got in Jaden, they need to address and maximize every opportunity they can get with that rookie contract. And
I
if you're
agree.
gonna do that, I think they need to get another weapon. But I agree with y'all with pass rusher because Lone Wolf, you're right. Philly was dog walking them last year in the NFC Championship game, and they had no pass rush. So
Only one was dog walking them.
And that was on the left tackle.
Yeah.
So they need help over there. But I think mostly being a year 2, I think they're gonna try and maximize Jaden Daniels and they're gonna get him another weapon. Dallas, I don't agree.
Everything.
They need everything.
Everything.
They need everything. But most importantly, Lone Wolf,
Huh?
He doesn't care what they want. He wants them to suffer.
Exactly. But
I can give
all
you
this,
the answer for him. He
and
wants them to suffer.
I want them to suffer. But on the flip side, I hope you Washington can't get right. You better not pick up a running back. You better not pick up nobody receiver. You better pick up an offensive line. Address the offensive line.
But the bad part about it is they need a wide receiver too. They can't let CD play by himself. And I
Rob,
have the perfect wide receiver for them. Go get the kid from Ohio State. Get the kid from Ohio State. He's a big wide receiver. He can play the slot. He can play it out. He can play inside. He can block. It is good. I just don't like to see Dallas prosper. But if I had to pick something for them, he picked the offensive line. I got the WR too.
we'll have to agree with Rob on this one. I don't know if y'all realize, but CeeDee Lamb was really pissed off last year.
Extremely.
well, he should be pissed off at himself for not showing up at OTAs and training camp.
Well, he did. He had a good reason. He wanted his
He,
bread, just like everybody else got their bread.
let's give an argument, Lone Wolf. That
We'll give
good
y'all.
for that good for nothing billionaire of a fat was playing with his money.
No, that's true.
Okay, so let's not go ahead and blame CeeDee Lamb. Blame that good for nothing fat.
Oh no, he still got the blame. Jerry Jones.
He gets all the blame.
Every last drop of it.
100% of it. Continue.
Just like he blame right now.
But I mean, what do they need? I mean, they could use another receiver. I mean, help him. Help CeeDee Lamb. Help him. I mean, you took long enough to want to pay him. Help him. Help Dak.
Then you paid him. You didn't give him no help.
Help Dak. You ain't give Dak no help. He on the shelf now. Again.
Yeah.
Give him help.
Give him some help.
Offensive line.
We know the offensive line.
Sometime in the draft, y'all do need to address the offensive line because y'all some rat ass. But let's go to the last but not least and let's close it out. The reigning and defending Super Bowl champions.
I want you the guys to hear me out. What I'm about to say. One, they need an edge rusher. The loss of Josh Sweat and Graham was the reason. Two, expect the Eagles to trade their first round pick.
Okay. That's it? That's all you got?
Edge rusher.
Okay.
Oh, they're going to trade their first round pick and move back?
They'll trade their first round pick. They're dead last. They'll trade him the first round pick to see what to get out of the second round. So somebody on one of the top 31 is going to have 2 picks.
Okay. And you know what? I have the team for you. And it's the scary team that I thought they would never have a conversation with. Team that's 3 hours down the road.
Pittsburgh.
Because somebody did this. You said they need an edge rusher? We're not waiting to the draft to get it.
TJ Watt.
Oh, so they say TJ Watts.
And they'll pay him.
Rob, if Philly ever get their hands on that, I don't think it's a need for us to watch the NFL season.
Right on cue.
I know, right? Like, I gonna be real. If you add TJ Watt to that, I am not watching the NFL for next season. I'm letting you know that right now. Y'all think TJ Watt gonna mess around and get 13 sacks over there? TJ Watt gonna go to Philly and have like 19? He gonna go ahead and mess around and try and break Michael Strahan record.
Can we say back to back if it happens?
Hey, look, we'll find out. But until then, everybody, you have a blessed week. Lone Wolf, Rob, yours truly. Stay up. Take care of each other. We will see y'all next week, Monday.